It looks fantastic.
To me, minimalist, looks good. World of Warcraft, the essential.
For a while, we've been talking about getting another mic
This has
set
been
up.
the bane of my existence, and I really want everybody to just know this is what we came from. And I hated it. Now, I'm free to move and do whatever I want. But anyway, what did you think of episode 13?
Episode 13 of JUJUTSU Kaisen. My God. What, to me, it was the best episode of the season so far. The fight scene with Nanami, and by the way, I think we put... It depends on the time that they introduce
And I think
him.
in the context that they're using or speaking to him or speaking about
sometimes
him.
There's an N on the end of his name, and then sometimes there's nothing. So it's either Nanami or Nanamin. We're going to go with Nanami because
cooler.
it sounds better.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Nanami, Yuji, and Mahito are in their fight, and damn, was it just perfectly
Jumped right in.
animated.
So I was happy.
When it ended, didn't you get the idea that it could have been a season finale? Where
Definitely.
Yuji went through his progression. At the end, he ended up realizing he had to kill people sometimes, and there couldn't be that hard line where you
Do you
couldn't
even
do
consider
that.
those people anymore?
Well,
Let's get real.
Yuji does. That's the point.
Yeah, but they're begging to get killed.
Yeah,
They
but
want it.
I think
and
it's
they're like little
important
gremlin things.
to show his progression, though, where his grandfather in the very first episode saved as many people as you can, and he took that as I can't obviously
Save everyone.
kill anyone.
No, but he said save everybody that you can.
Yeah.
I think he left that pretty open to interpretation for Yuji to kind of like make his own decisions.
But it
on
took
who
about
should-
13 episodes for him to get to the point where he is like, okay, no, there are limits to what I can do.
He came back real quick, so I'm guessing those three were dead.
And damn, can we talk about for a second when Yuji broke the domain expansion of Mahito?
So yeah, Mahito put Nanami in a domain expansion, which I was still learning. I'm still young
It's like a
to the
final
domain
move.
expansion.
It's like an ultimate move. It
Okay.
takes all your cursed energy to pull off, but it's a guaranteed hit when you do. Except if someone invades it, which there's no reason for you to do that because that means if you invade it, you're the one hit by it.
Right.
Except Yuji's the only one in the world that could have been hit by that domain expansion, and
Sukuna, don't touch me again.
it's the second time. And he said, "You do it again."
We're done here.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious. And can I just say how creepy, the amount of hands that he used in his domain, it really brought to light how creepy the human hand is. And I was just like looking at my own hands. I'm like, my God, they're just the weirdest thing.
Mahito is, I hate that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I really was hoping from the diet.
Me
I
too.
think he served his purpose.
Yep.
But now he's just going to be.
When I found out he got away, I was like,
yeah,
fuck,
he
man.
slurped down the sewer, and I was hoping that Nanami sent a guy or made a phone call to someone to kill him.
We haven't even met that person yet.
But he seemed like a guy you call to kill somebody. Find him in the sewer, go southwest. You tell me what southwest is. I have no direction. It's like, okay, let me get off my couch and jump down a hole. But anyway, and it brought you down. The fight was great. It was only a part of the episode.
Let me ask you, did you think Nanami was going to die? Because
Yeah.
every time in a show where right before there's something happening to a character and they give you like backstory about how they got somewhere, isn't that usually right before they die?
Yeah.
They give you backstory
Yeah.
and then they send them off. I
And I
could have
was-
sworn he was going to die.
Like I said in one of our last videos about how I did like him, he's just, works 8 to 5. He goes overtime.
I really liked his backstory too.
I did, and I think he was the picture of the workforce.
Me in real life.
Right. You drag yourself out of bed. You work so hard for somebody else.
Yeah.
His convenience store stopped carrying his sub, and he found a bakery. Saved the girl, which I really like that he did that with his.
I really like the fact that curses don't have to be this all-encompassing, murderous. Sometimes they're just a nuisance.
Yeah,
For her, it was a level
just
1
hurt her
curse
shoulder, man.
that literally was just a weight on her shoulder. And for a while, he thought, I'm not going to get involved. It just...
I feel like it because it would be weird. I get it. Like, I'm a pretty weird person, and doing weird things makes you weirder.
But isn't it crazy that right before he was going to die, he thought back to that simple interaction where someone just said, thank you for doing something small for me.
I think that was when he probably decided that Mago workforce making millions of dollars for other people
Who don't need it.
right wasn't for him anymore, and it was really like he didn't. So like you said, both jujitsu, sorcery, and work are shit. But
Jujutsu sorcery,
what do
just
you get
this much
more
less shit.
fulfillment out of?
Yeah.
And I think that honestly is helping people and helping. And I
Which is
and I
why
thought
he
that was
called
great.
Gojo right when he did that. He said,
Right.
you know what? I felt more satisfaction out of killing that level 1 curse.
Yeah.
It took 0
Yeah.
effort than I have making money for these rich people the entire time working there.
And got a backstory. And so I'm glad he survived. I
Me
truly
too.
am.
Yeah.
I think he
The show's better for
he
it.
needs to. And I hope he doesn't die. You know, we have, 12 more episodes to go.
Glorious episodes.
And I really think this is just the start. This is season 1, so like a lot of these people could survive through it. But
And again, I feel like now this is part 2 of season 1.
yes,
So-
we've hit the peak. Yuji's in his mode.
Mm-hmm.
He has help. You get Gojo's story,
He's getting stronger.
and then I mean that was all I got out of that.
Before we end.
all right.
Sukuna at the end when he was killing Mahito or maiming him, you saw it. The only thing he cares about is Megumi.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
was
only thing
gonna-
he cares about.
I was going to say something about that, and I'm like, that has to be trivial because
It's not.
it's not. Because why is this special grade curse like the biggest, worst of all, who literally killed Mahito like that?
Thought he did.
Well, he did. He weakened him. He could have been killed. It was who didn't kill him was Yuji and Nanami.
Mm-hmm.
They're the two that didn't. Sukuna did the hard work. I was like, all right, like I'm done. But now he's worried about Megumi, and that goes
telling
back to that life energy, I think.
There is something about Megumi that Sukuna saw, and by the way, Toto saw.
Yeah, I was going to say
That
he
they're
did
like,
too.
there is a part
Yep.
of him that no one wants to fuck with.
Yeah, and I hope we get to
And
see
I'm here
that with
for
the
it.
next. You know, I'm ready for that school fight, the Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
showdown.
That I'm sure that's the next
So.
like mini arc.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
See
so-
Panda Senpai. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
That was episode 13, Jujutsu Kaisen. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you long time, and see you next time.